welcome back to the BaseballU channel. Today we are at Pitt University. Got my boy Luke Lambert. He's a sophomore catcher here. Super excited to have you on, man. He's going to be showing us around, giving us a rundown of what it's like to play at Pitt. And we got a little something for you guys. As you can see, the gear, we got sponsors. Stan, you want to give them a little rundown?
Super stoked to announce that going forward, the first official sponsorship of BaseballU. LJ said it, he's wearing the jersey. We're both repping the hats. Stinger Sports. Huge shout out to them for sponsoring the BaseballU podcast. Stinger Sports is like an all-around like baseball brand. You see it. LJ and I both got the hats on. He's got the jersey. You know, they sent us some really dope merch. We are super excited to keep working with Stinger Sports. So stay tuned for that in the future.
So if you guys click the link and check out, we'll have a discount code for you guys. But if you purchase from our link, helps us out. Really does mean a lot. But yeah, let's get right into the video.
Alright, so we're in our cage here, so this is where obviously we get all of our hitting in. We have pretty much almost 24-hour access here. We can come here whenever we want to. And this is where we do a lot of our work in the winter because it's too cold here in Pittsburgh to get outside. So we'll have this cage right here, we'll have live hitters and live pitchers going, and then this is where the next pitcher is going to be warming up. Okay. So whenever we're in here, we have our cameras going here so we can pitchers can look at their mechanics along with the catchers and hitters. And then we'll have a Rapsoda machine giving our coaches like real-time spin rates, velo, and any other metrics that they need to see. Mm-hmm. And we use this spot a lot. It's one of my favorite places, obviously, just because I like hitting, like swinging.
It's nice too because it's right attached to the field.
Yeah, right out there, we have our field. Yeah. And I also like to come in here, get working off the machine. I like to do it a couple times a week just to see the velo, see some spin with some curveballs. Yeah. I also like to get off the machine and do some receiving stuff. You can catch like a whole game off a machine, so it's pretty useful to use. And then right there is where we store all of our helmets and batting gloves. We get Nike batting gloves and Evo Shield. It's pretty nice.
Oh, really?
And then over there we got our Louisville bats and then a bunch of wood bats that people like to warm up with.
What's the environment like when you guys do live at bats in here? Does it get pretty lit, or is it just kind of low-key?
It's pretty quiet, but then whenever like a batter will get a barrel, everyone will go a little crazy. Or if like a pitcher gets a nice K, we get some energy in here. It's definitely, we try to make it as fun as we can because obviously we want to be outside getting ready for the season. Yeah. But honestly, I feel like when you get in here, we compete a little bit more, and I think we get a lot better. We have like that grit that other schools don't have because they get the luxury of being outside, and we gotta be in here grinding in a different way. Yeah. And I think it helps us in the long run.
My hitter's perspective, like do you guys ever use the machines at all? Like can you set it to like different pitches, different speeds, things like that?
Usually we'll have like one day where we'll come in here and we'll have different stations. Like this one, usually we'll do a front toss and tee. Okay. And then in here there will be a machine, and one day we'll set it to we'll move the mat up real close and get a real firm fastball. Yeah. And then some days we'll go first round banger and then 2-strike banger. So then it's just kind of simulating that game. Yeah. And then we'll have a group out on the field hitting, another group doing base running, and then one doing defense, and then we have a big rotation trying to get as many reps.
That's cool. When do you guys do that? Is that in season kind of thing?
Yeah, so in the fall, the first 4 weeks, it's mainly just individual position work, and then we'll hit with the coaches individually too. And then after that period's done, it's team practice. So then we get here, early VP starts 12:30. Okay. So you got to be in here probably around 12 o'clock to be ready to hit outside at 12:30. And then after that, we'll stretch and then go to a team component like first and third or bunt defense. Yeah. And then after that, we'll go into our hitting segment. And then those are the days that we don't inter-squad. And when we inter-squad, we just show up, do early VP, we throw, stretch, and then we play 6 innings.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, that would be 3 times a week. Yeah. And then the other 2 are just the more defensive days. Yeah. our field. And this is obviously where all the magic happens. A lot of practice out here, a lot of good wins, a lot of like just getting to know your guys and just becoming better teammates out here. And as you can see, it's like a typical Pittsburgh day here. It's really
40
cold.
degrees and windy.
Well, windy and really cold, but we definitely use that to our advantage in the spring.
Yeah.
Not a lot of teams like to come here and play just because of how
cold.
crappy it is here, but we definitely use it to our advantage, and it definitely helps us in the long run.
What's it like kind of playing under weekend series? You got Clemson coming here, playing under the lights. Give us a little bit of insight. Like, what's that like?
It's a lot of fun. Definitely, guys get fired up in the dugout. It's a lot of fun, and it's definitely a lot more fun whenever we come out with a series.
You guys usually get a pretty big turnout from like students and other people coming to fill the stands.
We're trying. But we had a couple games last year where we were on a hot run. I think when we were playing UVA, our Friday night, we sold it out. So
that's dope.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's sweet. It was nice, and we ended up getting a win that night, taking the series from them.
That's
so
tough.
Who's been the favorite couple stadiums that you've played at besides playing, here obviously?
Definitely University of Miami. That place, they love baseball down in Miami.
Yeah.
Miami's just a different type of
different
baseball.
breed, yeah.
It's a lot of fun down there.
Yeah.
And I'd say definitely playing at the ACC tournament in Charlotte.
Yeah.
That was one of the coolest fields that I've ever been a part of. And then
So you have that skyline too, right?
Yeah. Then obviously UNC.
Yeah.
UNC is a nice place to be. Like, that's a really cool field to play at.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are definitely the top three for sure. Now we're in the cost center, and this is where we practice in the winter whenever we can't be in the cage. This is more like the team practice aspect that we do up here. And we have these nets that we can drop down so we can like section off for each defensive position. Like pitchers and catchers will be doing bullpens, and then outfield and infield will each have their own separate spot. And this is where we get a lot of work done because, like I said, when we're out in the cage, we can't get outside. So we have to come up here and kind of simulate live situations while being inside, but still trying to get like good work in, and we do a pretty good job of doing it.
Alright guys, that is going to conclude our facility tour at the University of Pittsburgh. Huge shout out to our guy Luke for showing us around, kind of giving us some insight of what goes on here at Pitt. We are super duper excited that Luke was able to take his time out of his day and show us around and kind of give us an inside view of what it's like to play baseball at Pitt. So Luke, thank you. We will tag all of Luke's socials down in the description. Also, be on the lookout for that code from Stinger Sports. Put it right up here on the screen when we get it. Thank you guys.